What's up, guys? We've covered the first two parts on log, picking it off the ground and going from the lap to clean position. Um, I've really only touched on what the lower body is doing, so I want to go back and start over and just talk about what the upper body's doing. I'll just probably run this in one part from off the floor all the way to the rack position. So um, the first thing I want to talk about is the low and mid traps here in your upper back. Um, that plays a very big role in what we're about to do because basically everything that I'm going to talk about off the ground is just setting me up for getting in the position I want to be in the lap position. So I really want my, like I said, my low and mid traps to be able to be pulled together, retracted this way, because I want to be able to stay in a very upright position and have my shoulders and elbows stay in the same spot. And when you retract the shoulder blades a little bit, especially from the lower part, it's just a lot more slidey, and you have a lot more range of motion as opposed to, you can see here. I'm going to take my shirt off, and you can probably see how much more range of motion my shoulders have here versus here. I have a lot more range of motion this way, and those muscles are able to slide and move freely with the scapula um, much easier. So, with that being said, uh, I want to get set in that position off the start so that when I pick the log, the weight and my shoulders are automatically kind of rebounding into that already pulled back position. So what I like to think about is just externally rotating my shoulders just like you would tighten on a deadlift and get those lats in the back pocket, so to speak, or in the side pocket, whatever the cue is, right? So bend down and grab the log, and I'm thinking about turning my elbows in and trying to pull all of this together. Even though it's not really going to move that much, I'm still trying to think about activating that area and pulling back there. Um, One thing that I like to do, that if you've seen me press log in competition or some of my heavier training sessions, the thing that I do to cue this is either in the middle. This one's not really a good one because it has a wall in the middle, but whether it's in the middle or whether it's on the edge of the log here, I like to, I think about pulling slack out, like I'm pulling slack out of a deadlift bar. And I just put my fingertips here and I tuck my chin, and I use that as an opportunity to pull up on the log while I inch my hips just a little bit closer to the log. While I'm doing that, I'm kind of thinking of doing a low row, and I'm engaging all that shit I just talked about in my upper to mid back. So I'm pulling here, I'm externally rotating the shoulders, I'm making sure that I'm in a good position to go straight up and down. I'm getting this tight, and then I'm going straight down and lifting. And as you can see, I didn't have to I didn't have to pull my shoulders back or do anything with my back when I picked it up, because the way that I picked it up, the way that I was set with my shoulders and my grip, I automatically just kind of reflexed into that position that I want to be in. From there, I'm in a really nice mobile spot with my chest out. Right here, the cue that I like to use is to bend the log, right? Take the handles and bend the log around my body, almost like finishing a straight arm push down, where I'm coming down and I'm really trying to finish deep through the lats and traps here this way, okay? So again, pull the slack out, tuck the chin, tuck the hips forward more. Boom, I'm already in position. From here, I say leave the elbows where they are and let your shoulders internally rotate. So what I mean by that is I'm literally going to pin my elbow right where it is in space, and I'm just going to drop straight down, just like this. So my elbows have stayed in the pretty much in the exact same spot. They're not coming back, they're not coming way forward. They're staying where they were or are, right? From there, the next cue that I like to give, once you're in place here, you've let your shoulders internally rotate and you're nice and pulled back and engaged in your lower and mid traps. I actually, when we come up to the rack position, I like to talk about a bodybuilder going into a double front bicep, because the way that they show the most amount of mass through here and through the lat and through the arm, being able to put it at the right angle and push the most amount of muscle forward in this entire area is by, excuse me, kind of doing a low row, right? And then they come up with their traps together and then they push everything forward, right? You don't want to just come up like that. You want to pull in and rotate and come up, okay? It's the same thing with an Olympic lifter going into a front rack position. Like, say they're taking it out of the rack, you're going to see them, pull their shoulder blades together in order to get a fuller rack position with more engagement through here. So that's what I like to think about when I come up. Good pick, sit, elbows stay where they're at, and then you're trying to pinch this together as you roll it forward and you show the crowd your biceps, right? Just like Arnold said. So I'm here from the beginning, tuck my chin, tuck my hips under me, try to get them as close to the log as possible. I'm in a good powerful vertical position here. Grab the log, boom, and then show the biceps. I know that was a long one. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.